Morning guys, Thursday the 1st of October, the first day in October. What does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? I have a number of people that are really close to partner, friends. My friend Lorna, who I've known from my nursing days, her birthday's in October, so that makes her a Libran, contrary to whatever that thing was about a month or so ago about the whole there's an additional sign and people's dates having to move and all that stuff. I'm like, nope, I'm not going there. They're all still Librans, whatever. My friend Stephanie from secondary school, she's a Libran. Her birthday's in October. My partner, his birthday's in October, he's a Libra. And it's interesting because I used to have, I haven't seen her in years and years now. There's a friend I had at college, Angela, really good friend, she was also a Libra. So when I say, well, what does October mean to me, and then those birthdays come up and the fact that they're all Librans, they all seem to have particular energies, particular way about them, I would say, that I think are very, shall I say, typical, I find, of people born in that month, certainly if they're Librans. And that is very, very gregarious, very, very out there, you know. You certainly don't come across as, certainly wouldn't call them shy people at all. Real high energy, upbeat, positive sort of vibe about them. And it's interesting talking about energy. I think the people that I know, and I've known for quite a long time, I sort of tend to connect with that level of energy and I suppose the banter that I think tends to naturally come from Libran. I think they often have quite what comes across as a flirty nature about them, and I'm not saying they are flirty, they might be. I mean, it's a name you put into something, whatever you think about it, but I just think it's that it's the cheekiness as well, actually, and that's what I'd call it. And I like that about the energy as well. When I think of October, I think of Halloween. That comes at I'm sure we all know, the end of October. Sorry, I just had a moment there. There certainly won't be a problem with people tricking or treating if they're wearing the masks. Bum. That'd be interesting if they're wearing masks. Or will it be a case of, you're not allowed to trick or treat unless you knock on a door, step back 2 metres, and then the person puts the sweets or the treats or the trick on the floor. Who's to know? But that just suddenly struck me then, because obviously, things are different at the moment in terms of what you're being asked to do and not to do. So, just where my thought process went to then. What else about October? October's got a half term in. I'm not sure whether that really means much to me, but I'm sure it means a lot to the people who will have the half term and have that little bit of break. In fairness, actually, what I think it tended to mean was that in terms of terms, so school or college traditionally from say September to December, it's a long few months. So to have, as they call it, your half, and it is that word, isn't it, half term. So halfway through the term to have a week's break is giving you that bit of time to recuperate, to re-energise, to carry on for the rest of the term. I say typically because I think certainly in FE it's not always the case. I think you do tend to work through, or you certainly don't get, put it this way, you don't get holidays naturally, like, I don't know if you do, like say in schools. You would still, if you're going to have that time off, you'd still have to take that off as holiday. But yeah, I think the half term is supposedly for recuperation. I say that smiling because I think it can be a time also for families to be with the children, but again, how they'll, what they'll be doing this year will be perhaps slightly different to what they have been doing previous years. And I think also a lot of the time, in terms of a lot of people have actually, rather than a recoup and re-energise, I think a lot of people have used it as a catching up process, catching up with marking and the like. I was just noticing then as well the leaves, literally walking through the lots of leaves, so I think it is a more distinctive change. Morning. Keep going, Will. I think it's a more distinctive change in the season. September seems to be a bit more of a transition. In fact, a large part of September was still actually relatively warm. Literally up until a few days ago, a week ago, if that. So I think October's a much more defined. Things feel way more autumnal. The leaves are more significantly coming off the trees. It feels wetter, damper, darker. Animals are beginning to collect things to hibernate. We went out to yesterday. Later on, we went to Mary Stevens Park, and again the squirrels. I hadn't seen squirrels there for quite a long time actually. They'd when they cut down a lot of the trees a couple of years ago, and the habitat, all the squirrels just seemed to have disappeared. It was quite dramatic. But the first time yesterday, they were just everywhere, and it was lovely to see actually. So I think I also associate it with the animals collecting their food in preparation for the storage, for storing their food when they hibernate to get through the winter months. And it's interesting because I think as human beings you sort of feel that, I think naturally your body starts to respond and say that's what you want to do, but then you still got to work, you still got to live, you still got to go out. Yeah, so you don't actually hibernate, if you like, in the same way as animals do. I think there's more of a natural inclination to want to stay in and just to get warmer and not go out so much. Actually, what it also means to me is I do like change of clothes, because it's really interesting. Is I'm one of those people, I love the summer, love the warmth, love to feel the warmth on my skin, and I do also like, it's interesting the clothes that you can wear as the season changes. So, the jumpers and the tops with the leggings, and what always strikes me, what I always really like is the boots. I always really enjoy wearing my boots. And even when you go out, I mean, well, we'll see what happens this year, but when you go out, what I perceive to be somewhere nice meal, nice restaurant, whatever, I love wearing nice, leggings or skirts or stuff, but things you can still wear your boots with. That's what I find, because I think they're comfortable as well. I find wearing boots, even if you've got a heel, and even then it's more of a block heel for me, way more comfortable than tall shoes or sandals. So guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you on this quite thought-provoking Thursday, because do you want to go to the ball? Well, I just spoke to a couple. Oi! Yeah. Come on you! Oh, yeah. I spoke to a couple, and she was quite inspiring actually. Isn't it funny how you make up perspectives on people? Well, I just sort of briefly spoke to her, and she says, because she looks like she's really fit, she's been running all her life. I always see her at this park. And she says, no, I only started it so many months ago, and I'd never run in my life, and she'd done a couch to 5k. The way she described it, I was thinking to myself, do you know what? Wow. Really, and she also made it sound like it wasn't that hard either. So yes, so on this day, 1st of October, I also feel quite inspired to think about that couch to 5k actually. So we'll see what I feel tomorrow. Anyway guys, have the rest of a great day and I'll speak to you later. Take care, bye.